What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more live ABBA. We're going back to the second disc now of the 1979 Live at Wembley performance. And once again, shout out to Michaela for sending this and much else. And the first track on the second disc is The Name of the Game from the 1977 The Album, which is not to be confused with the 75 ABBA album, which might also, in a sort of simple way of speaking, be called ABBA The Album. Nevertheless, this is from 77 originally. It's a tune which, I don't remember exactly what I said during that reaction, but it blends some different flavors. It has their sound, for lack of a better way to describe it. It's, you know, the progression of the track, the different elements, of course the great voices, the clever songwriting. It feels like it's one of those that just kind of features everything that I've come to see as what made them so special. But it has like a part with some soul singing, it has some brass in the latter half that I'm thinking of in particular, so it's got some really cool different ingredients. Curious, of course, to hear how similar or different it may sound here. It is, I don't know if down-tempo is the right term, but it's definitely a bit heavier and a bit more slow and syncopated than some of their other tracks, which have that real drive. So yeah, curious to hear what it'll sound like on the live performance. Let's listen. This is ABBA with a live performance of The Name of the Game from their concert at Wembley in November of 1979. There's a visual element there that I'm not able to appreciate. I could just feel the way that last part of the tune, it was like a sort of call and response, and there was clearly a visual dynamic to it, but again, all in good time. I have begun to wade into video reactions for a few different groups. I'll admit, they're all on Patreon, and many of them are only for members for the first few days, then they become public after that. The degree to which video reactions have been blocked here on YouTube is definitely elevated compared to the audio reactions, so when it comes time to start any ABBA-related videos, live performances or otherwise, yeah, I would expect them to not always be able to get up here, but again, for people who don't know, I have begun doing video reactions, and all of them are available on Patreon, so, and again, for people who choose to be a member, obviously you are appreciated, and you will get early access to those videos, certainly for several days before they maybe will end up over here. Regardless, yeah, I enjoyed it. It, of course, has that live sound. It's not the same perfect fidelity and crispness of the album version, but I feel like it was all the things that the album version is, and it had a couple moments where the, you know, a vocal coming in, or the swelling of the sonics really like hit the right spot. So to me, it was a really good performance. It didn't feel, in this case, terribly different from the tempo of the album version, whereas a couple others I have noticed, like, ooh, that does sound a little bit quicker. And I know there are some people who say they think some of the tunes sound too fast here, but this one felt probably closer to the tempo of the original, so, or the, you know, recorded version. But yeah, another cool performance. Looking forward to the second disc. I do know the next track is a top tune for a lot of people, Eagle. I remember it was one of the ones when I was first going through the albums and doing those reactions that it was clear just, you know, within a day that a lot of people had a lot to say about it. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me know what you think. Once again, shout out to Michaela for sending this, and I will see you next time. Peace.